Looking now to the Eastern Eyre Netball Association, and Kristy Turnbull is on the line with me to recap a thrilling round of games. How are you, Kristy?
Yeah, I'm very well, other than not much of a voice today, Dan, but other than that, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, what have you been doing? You've been screaming all week.
Shouting at the Thunderbirds game, should we go with that?
Fair enough. Well, that was an absolute thriller, wasn't it?
It sure was, as were a couple of our games on the weekend. So, yeah, good weekend all round.
Absolutely, it was. Well, let's start with the headliner from last weekend. Cowell are on the board. They've got their first win of season 2024, which means no one is going through this season winless, which is great to see. Cowell win against Ports at home, 47-39. I would imagine that the fans out there were very fired up.
Yeah, look, definitely lots of noise from the sidelines and lots of noise from on the court from the girls just getting around each other at Cowell last weekend. And, yeah, good to see them on the board. I think I said last week that was their best opportunity. It just stings a little bit more being a Port supporter myself. But we don't like to see anyone go through a season winless, and because we do know very well how that feels. So well done to the Cowgirls for getting that 8-goal win over Port, 47-39. And it was a tight, tough game. It was always going to be. Both teams had a couple of girls out, I think I mentioned last week. But, yeah, these two teams, they always have a really good tussle year in and year out. And Saturday's game was no different. But, yeah, they're fairly even for the first half, and then the Cowgirls sort of just upped the ante a little bit and, just managed to sneak ahead and get that win over the line. So well done to those girls. Like I said, happy to see them with a win on the board.
Very good stuff. I dare say that was probably Cowell's grand final, and not too sure how locked in they're going to be for the rest of the year after getting that win on the board. But there are still 2 rounds left, so we'll see what they can conjure up for the final 2 weeks. But yes, congratulations to the Cowell team for getting that win on the board. Central Eyre United had a good win as well. They beat Eastern Rangers 59-50. It was a Rangers home game. And, a good challenge for Central Eyre United, who are still well and truly clear on top of the ladder. But with just a couple of weeks until finals, that certainly is a good test for them.
Yeah, it definitely is. And Storm have just gone from strength to strength this year. They played with the minimum 7. They had 2 out on Saturday. 2 of their key defenders in Abby Bruce and Gemma Heinges. It did leave a bit of a gap in their defence line, but by all accounts, it certainly sounds like that didn't really affect their play too much. The other girls managed to step up and fill that patch of height, I guess, is probably the biggest thing with those 2 players out. But they still managed to keep in the game, and Rangers actually had the lead at the first quarter break. So it must have been a fabulous start to the game, and it just sounds like the defensive pressure from both teams was just incredible. And it's just, I think I've said it week in and week out. It's unpredictable. It's hard to call it every week. Even though Storm are sitting clear on top of the ladder, and they are going to finish top, no one can actually take that top spot from them after that win now on the weekend. So, Rangers being in front at the first break goes to show that they have got it, and there could be an upset come finals. But yeah, sounds like it was a game for the spectators for sure. That one last week.
Top spot clinched for the Storm, and they get a week off this weekend for their troubles, so they might take the opportunity to go out and scout some of their potential opponents in the finals, or they might just enjoy a day off. Kimber had the bye on the weekend just gone. They're back in action, taking on Cowell at Cowell, who will certainly be fired up coming off a win for the first time this year.
Yeah, they certainly will. They'll want to be building on that momentum, the Cowgirls. But again, we know what Kimber are capable of. They're currently sitting second on the ladder. That could change pending the results of the next couple of weeks. So second and third are still very much open. There's only a game separating Cowell and Rangers at the moment. So, both teams come in at this stage. They're going to have full sides, which they will need. Cowell will certainly need to come up against that fairly strong Kimber team. I think Kimber coming off the bye, they'll be rested. They also know how to, they're a very experienced netball team, and they've just got better and better as the year goes on. And I think they will take that win, but I don't think Cowell let them have it easily.
All right, and lucky last but certainly not least, Ports hosting Eastern Rangers. Both teams coming off a loss, so I would imagine both teams will be pretty fired up to try and get back on the winners list.
Yeah, look, definitely. Both will want the win here. Again, I think they're both hoping to get all their regular players back on the court. They've both had some outs the last few weeks with injuries and illnesses. And, Rangers are just still trying to cement some combinations after that loss of their goalie, Nicole Symes, a few weeks ago. So that, they will be wanting to work on that. This is Rangers' last game before finals. They actually have the bye week next weekend. So, they're going to want a fairly solid win and to be in a good standing and have that good momentum with the week off before they start their finals campaign. But Ports are going to throw everything they've got at this game. They know they're strong contenders. The games have been reasonably close in the past. I've matched them in some quarters. I've outscored them in some quarters, but they just haven't managed to run out the full 4 quarters of netball and match Rangers in those games, which has resulted in those fairly close margins at the loss of support. So I think, it could go either way. It'll be a close game. I think Rangers will probably just pit Ports, but I certainly think this will be a great game, well contested, and it'll be certainly a good game for the spectators, that's for sure.
2 big games on tomorrow in the Eastern Eyre Netball Association. Good luck to everyone playing. Kristy, enjoy the action. Hopefully your voice recovers between now and tomorrow, and hopefully it doesn't go too downhill after another big day of shouting.
Yeah, I'll just have to stay a little bit quiet on Saturday and rest it ready for finals prep.
Very good stuff. All the best, Kristy. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Dan.